All right, so here we got Rando Calrissian versus the Taco Tank Dodgers. Sorry about the delay on comms here. Zero Mendez heading over towards the wrecked ship. We're gonna see what's in there. Maybe something cool at spooky missiles here. Just some supers. Doesn't need that anymore. They already have charge. They already have plasma. At this point of the game, we're looking for pretty much just gravity. Rando Calrissian's still looking for that charge beam. I'm a bit excited to see this Fantoon though. So it starts off with the slow, but they got the fast reappear, so that's nice. I'm not sure if Zero is using a modified sprite here to make it look like they still have the power suit. That E-Tank's coming at a nice time. And Papa Schmo following Zero into the wrecked ship, so he's going to be doing that Fantoon fight soon as well. Cabby getting up to Spazer. We're gonna see what's over there. So we have the Taco Tank Dodgers have a bit of a lead going into the wrecked ship, but we also have Cabby who's at a lead going into Norfair. So we're gonna see how that plays out. So just supers at the waterway. Right now, really what we're looking for is gravity. Something like Ice Beam as well would be really nice, but it's not required since they have speed. Well, there's the Ice Beam. We were just talking about that. And I didn't see where Varia was, so I'm not sure where it might end up being the where gravity could be in logic. Papa Schmo going through its Phantom fight. It's a nice, nice purple, really purple fight here. Okay, it's behind Gauntlet, but they have Screw Attack and they have Speed, so it should be in logic. We have a stand-up Kraid going on over by Sir Cabby, but he does a good job taking him out quickly. Zero Mendez trying to get through these annoying worker robots. Their space jump. That's a nice find. Cabby just getting an E-Tank out of Kraid. Having space jump and screw attack is actually so nice for the attic here. You see, he's just a leisurely stroll through there. More importantly, it makes checking the missiles that you have to, the sky missiles, makes it so much easier. Papa Schmo should go pick up his Ice Beam just after this. Well, there's high jump boots and Kraid's in the Kraid E-Tank location. That's pretty nice. Everybody loves high jump boots. I love high jump boots. Especially with speed, you know, they're gonna feel a lot more comfortable now. And we do see them getting the X-ray check here. This could be big. It's just missiles, unfortunately, but that could have really swung in the favor of the Taco Tank Dodgers if it had been gravity. Cabby checking out Ice Beam, while we have Zero Mendez going through the bowling alley. Oh, they didn't check wreck ship B-Tank, so they'll probably go do that after bowling alley. We did just see it on Papa Schmo's side. It wasn't anything important. And because this is Multitroid, you can't just reset out of it like you would in a normal Rando. Gravity suit's still eluding everybody. Yeah, just a E-tank here at the top of wrecked ship, so there's just a space jump then that they found. Really? Space jump and ice beam in the wrecked ship. Which are both very nice to have, but not required. Yeah, so it's looking like gravity is gonna be in Norfair here. I'm not sure if anybody has checked the criteria super missiles or not. They had speed, I guess, early, so they might have. DMC Sparta getting a nice Kraid quick kill there. Nice, good job. With Papa Schmo picking up the space jump for his team. Right, so Zero's going down here for gonna check out Criteria Supers here. I know this is like a common location for gravity and SMRAT especially. I like to call it the SMRAT special. It's just vanilla supers though, unfortunately for him. If you're feeling behind here, I think a play like going towards Croc first before Bubble Mountain could be a strong play if you're trying to gamble something. It all depends where that gravity suit is. Well, there is a wave beam at Norfair Reserve in this the annoying missile spot that makes you fall in the lava. So Sparta came down and did the Croc escape check first. And I could have sworn he opened that door. But sometimes Multitroid is like that. Or if you do something too quickly, it doesn't get updated. I know in my experience I had to fight Kraid twice because I went back into the room too quickly. Oh yeah, so Rando Calrissian did pick up that gravity suit. They are missing charge beam, but for Multitroid, it's not as big of a deal to be missing charge beam since you can have one of your teammates farm up supers for you during the Mother Brain fight. Interestingly, we have both the Taco Tank Dodgers in Norfair at the same time, which is pretty interesting. You know gravity suit has to be here. And it is kind of like they don't have grapple, so it would be kind of an awkward suitless Meridia loadout to try to get ahead. So this way they get grapple, or this way they get their gravity suit as soon as they can, since they're both down here. And then one of them will end up going back up towards Meridia. Papa Schmo heading up to Meridia. It could have been crab climb. It could have been double spring ball jumps too. Should be a little bit faster, but not many people have practiced that. So I wouldn't expect any runner to ever do that, actually. Sparta wants those power bombs. Knows they could be important here. He's going for the lava dive while Zero Mendez cleans up Bubble Mountain. Oh, he does take a hit from the Namahe there. So he's gonna have to do a second attempt at this lava dive. Ooh, and a second hit. He's struggling a little bit, but let's see if he gets it here. So there he gets the wall jump, and he makes it. Really clutched that one out. Yeah, smart for Zero to stop and farm a little bit there. Meantime, Papa Schmo took out Batoon, and he's going to be heading over to Dragon now. I didn't see what was at Batoon E there. Zero Mendez grabbing that gravity suit. Realized he should reset the room instead of trying to just jump over all the holes. It's really miserable trying to go back through that room. But yeah, so Papa Schmo is heading to Dragon now, and Cabby is about to get into the Ridley fight. So we're going to probably see both bosses on screen at the same time. Looks like Papa Schmo is setting up for a Shine Spark opener. Cabby wants a few more supers. Some of this might be because he knows that Papa Schmo is going to be heading towards Torian right after this. So he has the time to farm up a bit of supers. He doesn't have to kill Ridley right away. And we have Zero heading into Meridia now too, with Sparta, who will be coming up to Ridley in not too long. We do see the key difference here so far is really getting in Multitroid races, really getting to Dragon is one of the important keystones you have. Because the runner who's doing Dragon is going to be the runner who's going to Turian. So you want to get there as quick as you can. Whereas the runner who's going to Ridley, they just have to finish Ridley before the other one gets to G4. Are these ever sub 30? Yes, for the top teams, you will see some sub 30 times. It does depend on the seed, though. Sparta having a nice Ridley fight here with the full beam combo. As Ridley is really controlling Ridley's pattern really well. Like Zero Mendez doing the cool spark up there. And really it makes sense because when you have space jump, generally it's faster to just space jump through this room, unless you can do the full halfie, which is really difficult, and even top runners will mess that up sometimes. So Zero is fighting Dragon now, while Papa Schmo is heading up to Criterion, is going to be heading over to Torian. It's a few minute lead, but it's really easy to lose a lot of time in Turian as well. So we'll see how this ends up. So Dragon is down now, and Zero Mendez just getting out of there. They know what they have to do. He's just going to be making a beeline towards Turian here. So that was about 28 minutes where Papa Schmo came down the elevator. Meanwhile, Sir Cabby is going to need to get into a position where he can farm up supers for Papa Schmo. In this case, might just end up being the ship if he makes it there in time. You're getting trolled a little bit by the one tile gap that everybody hates. It is never fun to try to get through a one tile gap. Papa Schmo, let's see. It looks like he's going for the baby skip. He's setting up for it. It's a good first jump. Good second jump. He's got the loop going. Ooh, oh no. Oh no. He got grabbed through the transition. That one block that he missed. This is like a 1 minute time loss. That's so unfortunate. It is going to give some time for the Taco Tank Dodgers to catch up. So Sir Cabby is going to need to take a save, and Rando Calrissian and Papa Schmo is going to need to take a save here. You can actually reset as soon as you enter a save like that. The ship save is different, but room saves, as soon as you like say yes and go in, it's saved and you can reset. The more you know. Yeah, they had to take this reset so that Papa Schmo would have his normal movement speed back after getting grabbed through the transition by the baby. So Zero Mendez was about 3 minutes behind going into Torian. But with that, baby slowdown, he would have made up a considerable amount of time. So we're gonna see, I guess, what the time is around when they get to Mother Brain. Abby just getting ready to get some more supers for Papa Schmo. Sparta is just sparking in the air. This is I believe he's doing this to get their health down to go for. I'm assuming they're gonna go for a baby skip if he's doing this. So Papa Schmo just blasting away his supers. Yeah, and they're damaging down on the side hopper here. He successfully damages down for the rainbow beam. Heading into the cutscene here. In theory, you could go for stand up with supers, but it's going to be kind of awkward to put the baby in the right position. Because the baby will detach when you get to full health. So if you go in the ship to get your supers back, then the baby's going to get stuck at like the very left of the screen. Zero Mendez coming up on Mother Brain 1 here. So we are going to see both teams on Mother Brain at the same time. Although one will be about 2 minutes ahead. And Zero doesn't need supers. He just needs to do his 20 charge shots here, which I find is actually easier to get the more optimal shots in. And there goes the baby. Papa Schmo, filled with anger, is going to get his revenge. Disappointingly, see, neither of these two runners is setting up to go save the animals. Not a time loss. Not a time loss in this category. We can go save them for free. So Papa Schmo starting the escape sequence, and Sir Cabby goes into the ship, while Zero is going into the cutscene here. We can get a G in chat for Sir Cabby. And then we can get the other one when Papa Schmo finishes. And a nice behemoth spark. So all that's standing between them and their first win is this parlor and landing site and Steam. Zero's going into MB3 while Papa Schmo gets into the ship. So we can have a GG's for Rando Calrissian taking their first win. So it looks like they will be finishing up the seed because they are so close together. Sparta goes into the ship. We'll see if Zero decides to save the animals or not. But I don't think it's likely. So they did get pretty much everything, although Rando Calrissian doesn't have that charge beam, which was a power bomb red Brinstar side hopper. So that would be beta power bombs. Which I assume maybe Papa Schmo went down and checked that before heading to the wrecked ship. Or the other way around. The other team did that. Yeah, it was a very good race. GG's to both teams here. It was a hard fought race. Really, the Taco Tank Dodgers did a good job of coming back, but that earlier gravity suit that Sir Cabby found in North Fair is really what gave Rando Calrissian the lead here. I know I'm looking forward to match 2 and hopefully match 3. So stay tuned. There is going to be just a small pause here before the next match, but it shouldn't be too long. All right, welcome back for match two. This is going to be starting pretty shortly. So we got our suit prediction up here. I'm going to put in my vote for gravity. And I have 23,000 channel points, so I'm going to put up 20,000. Come get your points, everybody. Come steal my points. So everybody's readied up. The timer's starting. Let's see how this one turns out for everybody. We'll see how fast they get through. Wow, they even got through the series so quickly. We'll see who goes down and who hangs out for BT. Oh, geez, who put up? That's a crazy bet. This is a high stakes match here. So both of them hitting that moonfall, Papa Schmo and Zero Mendez. So Zero falling in one pit, Papa Schmo falling in a couple more. Zero manages to take the lead from that. Although in Rando, it doesn't really matter that much, but it's always fun to see. Getting that morph ball. Looks like they're waiting around to see what the first item is here. So if it's missiles, they're gonna go ahead and head towards BT. The E-tank. So they're just gonna stand around a bit longer. And if it's power bombs, they might just head right to Green Brinstar, or they might head to 230 missiles. So missiles in the ceiling, those aren't in logic. Papa Schmo gets the D-boost first. So power bombs are the one that is in logic, though, which will probably unlock some missiles. But didn't get the gamer back up. Is gonna have to reset the room if he wants those missiles. There's Papa Schmo heading up to do Billy Mays here. Zero following him says, I don't want those missiles. Maybe there's gonna be some here. Papa Schmo showing that it is correct. There are missiles over in Billy Mays' room. Along with an E-tank. Harda checks 230 missiles, finds the charge beam. That's a big find early. So Sir Cavi's gonna go peek the back of the gauntlet here. We just have double power bombs, so I don't expect anyone's going that way. Pre-opening that Torian door from Sir Cavi. Sparta going back to see what's at BT here. Just some more missiles. Says he doesn't want that. That's fine. You know, they know that there's a small delay there from missing the the D-boost, so they're gonna skip a couple more things. Sparta's gonna take the ship refill here though to get max power bombs again. And his funny little rocket ship. I don't know what that's from. There is screw attack at Old Mother Brain there that Papa Schmo just picked up. Zero Mendez about to pick that up as well. So the Taco Tank Dodgers didn't peek the back of the gauntlet, so they might end up seeing both those. They might go all the way through on the way to Green Brinstar. We will see what's at the Gauntlet E-Tank here. See if it's something big. Papa Schmo remembered to check 230 missiles, so they also have that charge beam. So that is super missiles. So I would, yeah, I would keep that. You haven't found super missiles yet. That's really important. We see a synced going into the ship here with between Zero Mendez and Papa Schmo. I imagine they're both going to be heading over towards the wrecked ship here. Whereas again, Sir Cabby is going to be a little bit ahead going towards Norfair because he got to Green Brinstar earlier. So we'll see if that ends up being as big as it was for the first race. Oh, Papa Schmo, he did take that save, but he's heading towards the gauntlet first. He got that screw attack. He wants to see what's there. So he's going to get his super missiles and then probably come back out the front. And Zero is doing just these quick checks here at the top of Red Brinstar. So in SMRAT logic, this can be the required play. That you go to like Green Brinstar and then come back around and go to the top of Red Tower. So it was just a reserve and a power bomb there. Getting caught in the Vile Plume. Which happens to everybody, especially to Nevdi. If we have some Nevdi Vile Plumes in chat. I'm sorry, Nevdi. All right, but we are going to be seeing the wrecked ship here from Zero Mendez. He's going to be going for the CWJ. Oh, and there's the gravity suit, so he won't actually have to do the CWJ. That's big. Yeah, and Papa Schmo is doing the bomb jump up to Criteria Super. So something, or not Criteria Supers, Criteria Power Bombs, excuse me. So this is something that could be important. And yeah, Gravity Suit does win the payout. So I turned my 20,000 points into 120,000 points. So Zero also going for the bomb jump up here. The tried and true IBJ. And we'll be seeing what's under the ocean missiles there. It is just super missiles. So Zero decides he doesn't want that. Papa Schmo sees his gravity suit. We'll see if he takes it into the wrecked ship as well. It looks like he has the CWJ frame if he wants to go for it. Beautiful CWJ from Papa Schmo. Looking like a new route runner out there. But yeah, that quick moat is going to bring him back a lot closer to Zero. And then we have Sparta going through Mission Impossible here. Picking up some supers. Just going to do the full Pink Bryn clear out before heading down to either Norfair or Meridia. I imagine Cabby is going to go do Kraid here first before... Maybe Kraid and then high jump before you head up towards Meridia. Doing Meridia first could be an interesting play. It's just it takes a lot longer to full clear all that. So it's usually a bit safer to do it this way. Whereas we have Zero and Papa Schmo both doing Fantoon at the same time. Zero gets an enrage here from smacking him with the super, and Fantoon doesn't like supers. Doesn't like when you do that to him. But with Screw Attack, it is pretty simple to deal with the enrage phase. Nice Doppler there from Zero. Papa Schmo setting up for one here as well. Nice little Doppler. And so Zero gets the Fantoon kill. Papa Schmo unfortunately ran out of missiles. Is going to have to take another round here, but sometimes it's just like that. That's just how the Fantoon fight goes. Sir Cabby does want that X-ray. He stopped and he thought about it for a second. He said, yes, give me that X-ray. Papa Schmo taking out Fantoon as well. While Zero's going to go clear out the wrecked ship, try to find that Varia suit. They also still need speed or ice. And there is also the option of Crystal Flash Clip. They do have the ammo for it. But it's always kind of risky to bet it on that. because speed or ice does save a substantial amount of time. So Sir Cabby is getting into Norfair here. He is checking Ice Beam. So he doesn't have Varia yet. So this isn't in logic. But it could still be that speed booster or that Ice Beam that they're looking for. So it's just missiles here. So he's gonna to come back out. We'll see if he checks the crumble shaft here as well. Where Sparta's heading over to Kraid. We'll see if he decides he wants that X-ray or not. Papa Schmo checking the E-tank here. Where Zero Mendez is screw attacking his way through the attic. So the E-tank is just super missiles. We'll see if the worker robot room has anything interesting in it. Now, going through with the hell runs is interesting. Like, it can be viable in Multitroid if you have someone already going towards Meridia to look for the Varia suit. And it could always be something like you find speed in Meridia, and then Varia is at that one check. The one check in Bubble Mountain. We see Sir Cabby's gonna go up to Meridia here. Zero trying to get up to Sky missiles here. It's one of the more frustrating checks in the game. Bavaria being at Sky missiles is kind of a thing. So unfortunately, he doesn't quite get to peek what was there. So he's just gonna skip it for now. Hope that it's not Varia. So Sparta's gonna be doing these high jump boots checks. And then he will probably also be following Sir Cabby into Meridia. So they do have bombs, so that does put the aqueduct items and everything in logic as well. Not aqueduct, but the beach, the watering hole, and the sand pit items. So those are all in logic for where Varia Suit could be. Papa Schmo riding the platforms. Looks like Zero's gonna check what's up here with the. He's gonna place a power bomb up at the top. See what item is hidden here at Wreck Chip Reserve. So it's just a missile. And Sir Cabby's making the gravity jump up to Mount Everest. So he does get that first one. That one is pretty tight. Yeah, since they both had trouble getting to the sky missiles, if it was Varia, that, as RK mentioned in chat, that would be so interesting. You know, that's something that's hard to go back for. And in Multitroid, you can always kind of do a suitless lower Norfair, although it would be slow. So Sir Cabby is heading up to the watering hole here. There's 2 items. Zero Mendez is checking out Criteria power bombs. He didn't check that earlier, but we did see it from Papa Schmo. Sparta getting that wall jump out of the fish tank. That is a pretty tricky wall jump. He's going to have to go for the gravity jump here as well. So he's opting to do kind of a running gravity jump from a bit further back. Let's see if he gets far enough. Didn't quite make it. He's going to have to make another attempt here. Whereas Sir Cabby did find that Varia suit, it looks like. Hiding out in the watering hole. So when Sparta finds that Varia suit, it looks like Zero Mendez is going to be quite a bit closer to Norfair at the time. Oh, interesting. It looks like Sir Cabby is leaving Meridia and is going to be heading towards Ridley. I like this play. Because you have to... Because he knows that if he goes and he kills Dragon, then it wouldn't really time out well. But if you go and you kill Ridley now, it would give a chance for Papa Schmo to get to Meridia and kill Dragon, and it would time out a lot better. Sparta picking up that Varia suit as well. So I expect Zero Mendez to just go right down the elevator, yeah. So we'll see if Sparta goes for a crystal flash clip, or if he's going to be checking sand pits or go for a snail clip. Or maybe Zero will find ice or speed for him, which would make it a lot easier. I think personally I would go for a snail clip here, just to see if you can maybe find ice beam there. It is a bit of a commitment. Like you can't go save scum the sand pits like you normally would. Or I suppose you could if you have both of your runners save. Like they are both taking a save here. Oh, but it looks like Sparta's instead just going right for the crystal flash clip. I think that's a good play too. So Papa Schmo just going over a couple of the checks that Zero Mendez already did. So yeah, it looks like the Taco Tank Dodgers are treating this as go mode. They're gonna have to be a bit careful here with their health. So they're setting up for both the Crystal Flash clip and the Lava Dive here. So Zero's just taking the time to farm a couple power bombs for Sparta. And he gets the Crystal Flash clip. So they've made it past Batoon, or they've made it to Batoon. But I don't imagine them having too much difficulty here. So this puts the Taco Tank Dodgers in a pretty significant lead. Just because of that Crystal Flash clip. And Zero Mendez does a nice job on that gravity jump. Whereas Papa Schmo and Sir Cabby still have to look for that ice beam or for that speed booster. And they have that gravity suit. They have that Varia. They have that space jump. It could be at somewhere like GT. Well, like it could be speed is at GT and ice beam is at somewhere terrible. It's a nice place for spring ball. You know, you're always kind of happy to see spring ball there. But you don't have to wait for all your bombs to explode. So Sparta taking this chance to farm up some supers. So that will help Zero Mendez with the Ridley fight. I mean, it will also help him with the with the Dragon fight, as they don't have speed. So Papa Schmo doesn't have the power bombs to be able to go for the Crystal Flash clip here. So he might just be looking around for Ice Beam or for speed. Looks like he might be making the play for the snail clip, or he was just peeking that one item. Mendez making his way through the amphitheater. Sparta decides he doesn't want the Spazer Beam. It is an upgrade in damage, but they already have so many supers, so I can understand skipping it. And there's that speed booster in one of the sand pits. And here's the unfortunate thing about Multitroid, where you have to go do this whole loop again. Papa Schmo almost going up the toilet, realizes that the shortcut isn't going to be open. Maybe he's used to doing a bit of area or boss rando, where you can take that shortcut, but that's not the case for SMRAT. So Sir Cabby going down to Ridley. Sparta is going to be heading over to Turian now. Just going to beeline right for it, since Zero Mendez is going to be cleaning up Ridley here any second now. Just probably farm a little bit to get to 30 supers. And it makes more sense for Zero to be the one farming here, because Sparta should be trying to get to Turian as fast as possible. So we do have Zero just going for the Ridley fight. I mean, I can understand wanting to do this, because it feels bad to just be sitting there farming or just sitting there waiting. Whereas Sir Cabby, it will probably be going into Ridley. He's farming up supers for also Papa Schmo's Batoon fight. But yeah, with a earlier Ridley kill, you'll have a bit more time to poke around and maybe try to find high jump or speed. Although Papa Schmo already has speed booster, they don't have high jump boots, so I doubt anybody's going to be going for baby skip. Although there's the high jump boots, so that's one of the things that are very likely to be behind Ridley. You have high jump boots, you have charge beam, and I think maybe the last thing is like there is one more major item that's likely to be there, although I don't remember what it was. Might be like spring ball or something. Oh, bombs. So things that don't logically unlock something for the seed. Like in this case, they had space jump rather than bombs as like their up logic for stuff. Things like that. But it is always kind of interesting gambling that maybe high jump boots or charge is going to be behind Ridley. Third Cabbie's still farming up those supers. Well, he understands, like, there's no rush for him to kill Ridley. Sparta making his way over to Torian. Cabbie is going to be going for his 30 super Ridley fight here. He does take a couple of hits, but he has a lot of leeway here. Sparta is going to have to go for the power bomb strats on all the Metroids. They'll give time for Zero to just go find a good location for farming up supers for the Mother Brain fight. Might end up being the ship again, because I think there should be plenty of time to make it to the ship here. What could have been interesting would be maybe poke around some of the item checks you didn't do and just get to a different farming spot. Because I know a good farming spot would be like the bugs near Crocomire. Oftentimes people farm supers there while the other runner is doing Mother Brain. Oh, Papa Schmo making his run over to Torian, while Sparta is finishing up Metroid Room 4 here, though. And Papa Schmo will have to also powerbomb all the Metroids. So the speed booster is nice. It does save quite a bit of time. It does save some time in the escape. It gives them the option of a Zeb skip as well, which you aren't going to be seeing from the Taco Tank Dodgers here. And you do see Zero waiting here at the health refill, just so he can fill up his health and then get going to somewhere to fill up supers. This way Sparta doesn't have to waste his time with any of that. It's really smart routing for Multitroid. Like you have to understand which of your runners is bottlenecked and how you can help them. Yeah, Sparta just going right for supering all the Zebs. But we will see Zero making it to the ship real soon to fill up those supers. Or as we see Sir Cabbie in that spot I mentioned before, farming those bugs outside Crocomire. Or whatever you actually called this room. I don't know this room's real name. Yeah, Papa Schmo finishing up Metroid Room 4 here, where Sparta is just peppering Mother Brain with supers. Zero Mendez is helping out, doing his best, going into that ship as fast as he can. This cabbie here is also going to be making a run for the ship as well. Because Papa Schmo is going to be able to attempt another baby skip here. Gets another good first and second jump. Gets all the blocks cleared out this time. And a nice morph. He gets a nice baby skip. So Papa Schmo opts not to go for the speed skip. Just gonna shoot right through the Zebs. Makes a lot of sense. If you aren't comfortable with the speed skip, and even then, like, it's easy to miss it. Sometimes you'll see people do one attempt and then shoot out the Zebs. And again, we have two Mother Brains on screen here. This time it's the Taco Tank Dodgers who are a little bit ahead. See Sparta this time, the first one to be powered by anger. Speed, I believe, was in the right sand pit. So Sparta going for the safe corner strats with the Hyper Beam. Papa Schmo making his way through Mother Brain 2 here with all these supers. Does gotta damage down pretty quick, but he gets it. And we have Zero Mendez first into the ship this time. He's flying away, leaving the animals behind. Yeah, get 1G in chat for him. And then we have Sparta having to take the long way through that room. Since he doesn't have the speed booster, we will be able to see Papa Schmo be able to take the little shortcut with the speed booster there and in the climb room, where Sparta's going to have to wall jump or do a ledge grab climb if that's what he prefers. Yeah, so he's going for the platforms rather than the wall jump climb. And he's going to have to make it through Parlor here. Probably my least favorite room with high jump boots. He gets through it nice and clean, doesn't fall. And he takes some steam hits, but I mean, that's going to happen. He has to jump onto his smaller ship, so it's harder to get onto. And he gets on. So with an official time of, it looks like 43:28 for the Taco Tank Dodgers, they win game 2. So yeah, the GG's in chat for both of the runners now. We'll have Papa Schmo just finishing up his escape sequence here. And then it looks like we're going to be going on to a game 3. This is exciting. Both matches have been close, both going to different teams. The first match, the key difference was Cabby getting to Norfair first and finding that gravity suit. In this one, the key difference was the Taco Tank Dodgers going for that Crystal Flash clip, managing to save a bunch of time over the Rando Calrissian, who had to look around for speed or for ice. Yeah, it is a very interesting format. There's a lot of interesting plays. There is some chat going on in the race room if they can postpone the third match or if they are going to be doing it right now. So we'll see how that turns out. But I do think I'm not sure when the time limit for this round is. I mean, personally, I would like to see it right now. I'm throwing my 2 cents into the race chat, trying to pressure them into doing a third match for you guys. Taco Bell is great SMRAT food. Right. Follow the runners. We got DMC Sparta, Zero Mendez, Papa Schmo, and Sir Cabby. Stratlog, our faithful restreamer. It does look like we'll be getting a game 3. So they'll get that set up. Stay tuned. It'll just be 5-10 minutes. All right, welcome back for match 3. We'll be getting started shortly. We should be getting a suit prediction up in chat again.
I know that you are planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
I think this time I'm going to be voting for Varya. I'll be putting 27,000 points on the line here, so I have a nice even 100,000 points. Come get your points. Even just bet 10 for gravity. Maybe you'll win it all. All right, and the match should be starting any second now. Then we're going to be seeing some moonfalls here. We're going to be seeing some hanging out in parlor. So, we got Sparta hanging around, Cabby hanging around. They're going to just hang out together, have a chat. Zero and Papa Schmo both get that moonfall again. Papa Schmo this time opts to go for the gap skip method of the pit room, which is a lot safer. It's a lot easier to not fall in a pit. I know myself, I used to main the gap skip for a long time before I switched to jumping the pits. And we're going to see what we get here as our first item here in the alpha missiles. The E-tank again. So Cabby and Sparta get to wait around a little bit longer while we see what's at the ceiling and we see what is at the beta missiles. So there's another E-tank, very healthy seed. And again, power bombs. So we might see Cabby or Sparta go right towards... Yeah, they're going over to 230 missiles. They're both going to pick up that reserve tank. So Papa Schmo making it into the Billy Mays room a little bit quicker. For another reserve tank and more power bombs. So I imagine both Cabby and Sparta here are just gonna peace out and go towards Green Brinstar. Or they might go do Gauntlet. Yeah, so Cabby looks like he's going for Gauntlet. And Sparta is gonna hang out. It looked like he's going for BT, but he's changed his mind. He's going to take that ship refill as well, and we'll see if they head towards the gauntlet. So we have two runners going through the gauntlet as well. And so Sparta drops the bomb first, so he can have a few more power bombs for the gauntlet. There's more power bombs. It's a oops all power bomb seed. Personally, I hope we never find any missiles. But here they are. Old Mother Brain. And Sir Cabby finding super missiles in the gauntlet. Sparta also picking those up. Looks like he'll also be able to skip a cycle on the acid compared to Cabby, make up a little bit more time. Papa Schmo going over to check out BT, which they weren't able to check earlier. Again, not too much of interest in the gauntlet, although the supers are nice. And then again, supers at Bomb Terizo. They haven't found much in the way of majors yet. But they are doing pretty well on their ammo. We see that Rando Calrissian does have just a very slight lead. But it's only by about a room or so this is really even. Papa Schmo checking out what's at the moat here. We'll see if he goes for the CWJ or if he's just gonna back out and go down to the top of Red Tower. He's thinking. No, he's just waiting for that grapple. Yeah, that's an easy way across. Whereas Zero Mendez is going to be seeing the top of Red Tower before he gets that grapple beam. So if something good is at alpha power bombs or beta power bombs, this could be a pretty big deal for the Taco Tank Dodgers. He's herding all the side hoppers over to get with that power bomb. So just vanilla power bombs here at beta power bombs. Papa Schmo doing some nice wall jumps to make sure he makes it across West Ocean there. And so it was just some ammo at alpha and beta power bombs. But Papa Schmo could end up checking those as well on his way down. I do imagine Zero Mendez is going to be going back up to wrecked ship now. Whereas we have Sparta, who's just hot on Sir Cabby's heels. See, people are starting to be a bit more picky about ammo. I imagine they might not pick up any more power bombs. Because if you're going to go for a crystal flash clip, especially in Multitroid, I think 20 is a pretty comfortable amount. So that E-tank came at a convenient time for the Taco Tank Dodgers. They're running low on health, and now they get like that full refill. Sir Cabby dodged the reserve tank, but says no. No, I want this. See, this time there's a cool blue Phantoon on Papa Schmo's side compared to the purple one we saw in the other game. I'm not sure if it's a sprite randomizer, like a color randomizer, or if he's just playing with like a filter over it. Yeah, you see the Taco Tank Dodgers are being picky with their ammo. Whereas Rando Calrissian still decides they want to pick up a couple more. So Zero's going into his Phantoon fight. You know, Papa Schmo just had a pretty clean one on his side. He's skipping out on some missiles. Green Brinstar so far has been kind of empty except for that grapple beam. Seeing what's here at the wave gate. So there's screw attack there behind Phantoon. At the left side supers. Papa Schmo is going right over to try to check this terrible, terrible location with that. He says nope. With his current loadout, he would have needed to do a bomb jump off of a power bomb. And that it's really time consuming if you don't get it right away. Well, Sir Cabby is going to be checking out X-Ray here. Sparta, again, not too far behind. Will probably be making the same play. You know, when you have the grapple beam, this is really tempting. And it's just super missiles. So far the grapple beam was just some bait. Although it did let our runners not have to CWJ, which is nice. So far there hasn't been too much behind the wrecked ship. It's always kind of risky checking it. Like, But if you find something behind Fantoon, it is really good to know. It can give you a lot of insight into the logic. And Spazer, just another E-tank. Looks like we might be skipping the sky missiles again. Which I can understand. It's not very fun to check. There are some good strategies you can do with the like wall jumping on the platforms to get up a little quicker, but it's not easy to do. Sparta also taking that floater's refill, as they call it. We should also be seeing this E-tank at Spazer and should also be following Sir Cabby into Kraid. But it's starting to look like there's going to be a suit down here at behind Kraid or at high jump boots. I think this is the longest we've gone without a suit in all 3 matches. Zero Mendez with that beautiful Kago through the statue. It's always funny when that happens because if you do an uninterruptible animation with Samus, you can clip through enemies, and then I guess the statue is programmed as an enemy for some reason. But yeah, again, follow our runners, as Strawlog is saying in chat. Sparta and Zero Mendez, Papa Schmo, Sir Cabby, putting on a great show for us so far. Ooh, the gravity suit at High Jump Boots location. We got the gravity suit. We got the grapple. We got wherever that space jump was. Where was that space jump? I didn't see. And we do got a wave beam over at Criteria Power Bombs. So that's a nice find. It's always a cool thing to have. Okay, so space was behind Kraid. Okay, so that's why Sparta doesn't have it yet. He's just getting a Kraid now. He did high jump boots first. But you know what that means, friends. We got gravity. We got space jump. We got the grapple beam. Dare I say, are we going to see Shaq this seed? We have all three pieces of the Shack Tool Exodia assembled. They're Cabby doing a little hell run, a little heck run to Ice Beam. Getting hit by some purple Sovas. That's just an energy tank. Yeah, Sparta says he wants that space jump. There are no heated room runs in Logic. Not for SMRAT. This is made to be an accessible tournament, so it's for people who just with like very minimal knowledge would be able to complete a seed. So things even like the mock ball isn't considered to be in Logic, although you will see everybody go for it, and you will see most people as well go for the uh, reverse gate glitch in Pink Brain Star. Space is in Logic. It's behind Kraid. And then Space Jump gets you out of Red Tower. Oh, right. That's a good point. So we still don't have logic for... We still don't have logic for that space jump or that grapple. What does that even mean? We have the gravity suit, but nothing was in wrecked ship. That means they don't have a way up Bubble Mountain. It's gonna be like the Mama Turtle wall item, isn't it? Gonna be like bombs here or high jump? We're about to find out. No. Is it sky missiles? The sky missiles are logical progression? You take the gravity suit to beat Fantoon and go get like high jump? I mean, it could be Varia. Ooh, there's the speed booster. That's a great find for Rando Calrissian. Sparta will be finding that pretty soon as well. Nope. Sky missiles is always in logic because you can just ride those platforms. It'll take you a minute or so, but you can do it. As long as you can beat Fantoon, so they can with the gravity suit. Well, Fantoon's in logic with the gravity suit because you can go through the Forgotten Highway. Yeah, we're pretty sure that Sky Missiles is gonna have something. There's Sparta, was being careful about running into that item, but his speed booster was happy to get that. We do see both Zero Mendez and Sir Cabby going for these runs through these heated rooms. Because they understand that, I mean, they have to be making progression towards Ridley if you want to stay competitive in these Multitroid races. Papa Shmo does have a little bit of a lead going into Meridia here, so he's checking the first thing. He's checking the aqueduct. We got some power bombs as the first item, and as the second item, we got more power bombs. Probably not too happy about that. And he's gonna be going towards Batoon and then towards Dragon. But yeah, this is really interesting. I completely forgot about the logic requirements for Kraid, that you need high jump boots, you need space jump, you need bombs. I mean, I think it's pretty likely it's going to be something like high jump boots or bombs. Especially because it doesn't seem like we've seen much out of Lower Norfair here. Sir Cabby, the madman. What a well-timed D-tank there for him. Yeah, there are some interesting quirks in the SMRAT logic. It does end up leading to some rather trolly seeds. Yeah, it doesn't show you how to gravity jump, so gravity jumps are not in logic. So to get to Lower Norfair, you always need space jump. Logically, anyways. Yeah, you have to take the back way around to wreck ship, which is really quite silly. It's kind of, it's logically required in this. You never see anybody do it, or if you do some SMZ3 combo randomizer, in some modes it actually makes you do that. It's just terrible. I would be so unhappy having to do that. So Sir Cabby's doing the Ridley fight. They are doing two boss fights at the same time, so this is kind of spooky. Whereas Sparta has a little bit of a lead going into the Dragon fight. But Zero Mendez is a little bit behind going into this Lower Norfair Hell run. There is Charge Beam behind Ridley. Uh, classic. Yeah, the grapple kill in this case would do, it does about 200 damage to kill Dragon. A little bit over 200. But usually you would shoot her with a couple missiles first. Does manage to avoid getting grabbed there after getting hit with the goop. Oh no. Zero Mendez, slightly mistiming at Crystal Flash clip, just a few frames away from safety. Taking a death, unfortunately. It looks like nobody saved. So if they want to keep going, they would have to start from the very beginning. So we do see a forfeit from them in the race chat. It's always so risky going for those plays. Unfortunately, it didn't play out for them. I'm surprised Papa Schmo didn't go do that energy refill. Papa Schmo, why didn't you do an energy refill? It was right there. Now Sir Cabby has to wait a while. Yeah, so I do imagine what we'll be seeing here is Papa Schmo is going to go fill up at the ship, and then Sir Cabby is going to start moving. It was a great race from the Taco Tank Dodgers, and it's unfortunate to see it end like that. Hopefully, Rando Calrissian can finish this seed out strong. So we'll see if they want to come in for interview or not. So here, they took it a little bit safer. Sir Cabby paused when their health got low enough, and Papa Schmo went for the Crystal Flash. Again, I imagine Papa Schmo is probably still gonna ship refill here. Although Sir Cabby does have enough health to make it out. But I imagine they're just gonna play the safe, make sure they can finish it. The tricky thing when you don't have Varya here, though, is remembering to damage down to the right amount. When you don't have Varya, the Rainbow Beam is going to deal 600 damage rather than 300 damage. Yeah, the crystal flash was just a few frames too late. You could see it was starting up, but they had to do it a little bit earlier, and they would have survived. It's unfortunate. I mean, it's so tricky when you start going for these lower nor fair plays like this. We have Sparta joining us for an interview. Welcome, Sparta.
Thank you, Seymour.
GG's. There were some well-run races. It is unfortunate how it ended. They're just a few frames from surviving with that crystal flash too.
Yeah, Zero started to do the Crystal Flash on the platform, and we weren't feeling safe. So a couple more hops to be on a safer place, and it was the end of us.
Yeah, I understand. It's really spooky when you have to do those runs like that.
Yeah, I'm betting that Varia is on Shack 2, but we were thinking that checking Shack 2 was slower than doing hell runs, so we went with
It
that.
was it was a pretty tricky seed. We kind of determined that there's something at Sky Missiles, but we don't know what.
Yeah, I'm afraid. I was afraid of sky missiles after I got base on grade, I believe.
Well, because
Uh,
the grapple beam is behind it's at early supers, so logically you need speed booster for that. And logically you need high jump or bombs to get into Kraid, so space jump's not in logic either. So the only location left for like high jump boots or bonds is probably it's probably sky missiles.
yeah,
But we think it's going to be that and not Varia, but we'll see.
let's see. So I believe they were Papa Shbo and Sirkabi were ahead of us when we died, by the looks of it.
Yeah, they were a little bit ahead. Um, you guys were a little bit ahead on Dragon, but Sparta was a lot further behind going towards Ridley.
Okay.
So if he managed to make it there quickly, it would have been pretty close. It would have been a pretty close race.
Yeah, we started pondering going to Learn or Fair when I was checking Watering Hole, but I was hoping that Zero could find ice or any other helpful item on Bubble Mountain. But after finding nothing, but it's not only wave on Bubble Mountain, we decided to go to Turner Fair. We had plenty of PBs and supers, so if it wasn't by the misplaced Crystal Flash, I think we'll have not a bad time down there.
Yeah, I think it was going to be a pretty close race. All of them were pretty close races, only just a couple minutes apart.
I'm not used to do Dragon with grapple and without high jump boots, so it wasn't on my plans to get grabbed and not and miss the energy turret. But that was
Yeah,
the start of the end for us because I took a
yeah,
couple of
it does
hits.
get does get pretty awkward when you're forced to do stuff with speed and no high jump boots and just so many different things like that. I do know the first game you guys lost. It was still pretty close, but I think the difference there was Sir Cabby got to Norfair faster, and he got to the gravity suit faster, and it let I think Papa Schmo get into Meridia a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But
And
the second game, do you know what swung it in your favor?
the Crystal Flash clip.
Yeah, it was the Crystal Flash clip. It was pretty even, but then you guys, the Taco Tank Dodgers, decided to commit and do the Crystal Flash clip, and that saved you a couple minutes because Papa Schmo and Sir Cabby only found they found the speed booster, but it was several minutes later. They found it in the right sand pit.
Nice. Yeah, we are betting that CF. We are betting that Sir Kabi or Papa Schmo couldn't do the Crystal Flash clip. So if they could do that one, I believe we were finishing behind the race. So that was a
It was
good.
a great race, and it was a really smart decision to go for the CF clip in that one. And
Yeah,
I think the Hell Run here in Lower Norfair was a good decision too. It just they're tough, and sometimes like small mistakes happen.
yeah. I believe we should have zero. I should have waited zero be clear of the danger in amphitheater before I entered the dragon fight, because fighting a boss and doing hell runs at the same time is not a good idea.
Yeah,
But
Papa Schmo and Sir Cabby were both doing both bosses at the same time. It was pretty spooky.
nice. I'm just waiting for the end credits to see where are Varia.
Yeah, it could be in quite a few places. Like speed was pretty late, so it could also be somewhere like Waterway or be uh maybe you needed to get Ice 2 and it's at Climb Supers.
Yeah, Waterway, Climb Supers, makes sense.
So we're gonna find out. We do have Sir Cabby's just kind of jumping around. Something happened to Papa Schmo. His game might have crashed. Or his screen went black. I'm
Eh,
not sure what that's about. I haven't seen that happen before. Mother Brain was going to set up for like a rainbow beam.
what is that? Weird.
I'm not sure why that happened.
They are doing stand-up glitch.
Yeah, they were doing stand up, but I haven't seen this black screen before.
Yeah, usually when it freezes, you can see Mother Brain glitching.
I've heard of some stuff happening if you're like facing right.
Yeah, if it is stand-up glitchy, you can try to deselect the item, spam deselect
And
item.
I think it depends on what how it froze and what happened.
Sometimes it can take like 20 seconds or a couple of minutes to go back.
I'm not sure what happened here, and I'm not sure what the ruling is going to be on this kind of thing. Yeah, they might have to reset or something. I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen here. Because they are ahead, but choosing to do stand up is a risk that you have to own when something goes wrong. We'll see what people have to say about it. I'm not sure if they just have to wait this out or if they have to reset. It's we're gonna see. In the meantime, Sir Cabby's doing some circus tricks for us.
The Zero is on the green room. I think he wants to join us.
All right, so we'll have to get Strotlog to pull him in. Welcome, Zero. GG's on the races. Oh, he left. He's back in the green room now. Yeah, so Papa Schmo is taking a reset here, so Sir Cabby will have to reset as well. Well, it looks like he didn't save. Oh, his save file got destroyed. How does that
Not,
happen?
not even the default save from the randomizer.
Yeah, it's like because of the thing that messed up with the stand up, it crashed the game. That's interesting. That's not really his fault that his save file got destroyed. Yeah, we are gonna see them go through Turian again. Does he have Hyper Beam? Oh, this is interesting. Uh, Mother Brain should be there because I think you could, in theory, fight her twice. Like if you glitched back to the Frontatorian, you could do it. So I think we are gonna finish this out, and we're gonna speak with the TOs, the tournament organizers, about how this should be ruled. Because it's not necessarily the runner's fault if their save file got corrupted. Like they had saved. We just want to see where that Varia suit is. Please show us the Varia. We just want to know. And tell us what's at Sky Missiles. Oh, the Zebs are gone. Glass is gone. Test it out to see if the Hyper Beam works. Hyper Beam's kind of like buggy looking here. Well, we're pretty sure it's going to be high jump boots or bombs there. I don't think it could be Varia because I don't think they found anything in Norfair that would have counted as progression. Croc could, but Croc's not unlocked. Oh, they did have Wave Beam. Where did they find Wave Beam? Welcome, Zero. Goodbye, Zero. Not sure why that keeps happening. Welcome, Zero. Is it just when he tries to talk or something, it's kicking him out? I'm not sure exactly what's happening there.
Yeah,
But
don't know why either.
we do have Papa Schmo going through the Mother Brain cutscene again.
Hey, Zero.
And the baby's dying again. Let's see if they can avoid the soft lock this time. But yeah, Varia could open Crocomire. And then like high jump boots is at Croc. If Wave Beam was somewhere that's in logic. I don't remember where Wave was. We'll be able to see shortly on Sir Cabby's feed here. Well, if it's Varia at Sky Missiles, then it has to be at Croc as the progression. Because like Space Jump and Grapple and Speed and Spring Ball are all not in logic. I feel like it's more likely that it's going to be high jump boots or something. And Crocomire is only in logic with speed or wave. So, speed's not in logic, but I don't remember where wave was. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription, Gerbo. We do have Papishmo finishing up here, getting on the ship. So we do have an official time of 56:45. We'll see if we get Papishmo and Sir Cabby in the interview here. And we're gonna finally see where the items are. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Welcome, Papa Schmo. Welcome, Sir Cabby. We're just GG's on the wins. Good jobs in games 1 and game 3. Taking it home for Rando Calrissian.
Thank you. We feel really bad about everything. So, first of all, thank you so much to Zero for being willing to race us. It was not convenient for him. And we appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely GG's and a big ups to him for getting game 3 out. Not sure what happened at the end there. I mean, I think I know what happened, but
we are getting the items here on Restream now.
Oh,
so
yeah, we're looking for
high jump boots, missile outside wreck ship top, and then Varia suit at Spring Ball.
Yeah.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
We were torn between going to Learner Fair or checking Check 2. So
I talked about it even on commentary. I said, "Oh, we got gravity, we got space jump, we got the grapple beam," and I said we assembled all the pieces of the Shack Tool Exodia.
So you are the one that cursed us.
Well done.
Yes, it was me.
Commentators cursed.
So the one thing that we were thinking of, because I almost felt like we were doing stuff too fast at first, because I went to wreck ship and I ended up as much as I could full clear wreck ship. I didn't check at that point. I was like, I can't get up to Sky Missiles. And then as soon as I left wreck ship, we got space jump. And I was like, I
mean,
should I go back to Sky Missiles? Should I do that? Is Varia gonna be there? And ultimately I decided, no, I'm not gonna do that. And
you can check Sky Missiles. It's just really slow.
Well, without high jump, can you get from one platform to the other?
I think you ride one platform over and then pull the second platform over to the right, and then you jump on that one. And then from that second platform, you can jump onto the top platform.
Is that in logic? Is it seriously?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude, that is horrible. Yes, because I know what you're saying. Like if you get the platform on screen, you can get it to the actual stationary platforms that are all the way over to the right. But gee,
It's in logic, and it was expected of you to do it this seed. Because you didn't
was
have
there?
a logical way to crade.
Oh.
It was high jump boots.
oh god. Okay.
Well, where did I get space jump at?
That was at crade.
Okay. Wow.
Good job, Seed.
Yeah, I mean,
Appreciate
Florida
that.
and Zero, you guys did amazing.
Yeah, great-
We were
great
we had,
races.
we had the same time difference. We were about 2 minutes apart on both seeds, the first two,
Yeah.
and then we were also both hell running, and we just happened to get luckier on the hell run. So very evenly matched. I feel like that was good
Yeah.
up until everything went south.
Dragon and Amphitheater got us this time.
Dragon and what?
Amphitheater.
Oh, amphitheater. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was our
That's tough.
demise, and we were afraid that we were behind, so we didn't save because we had two saves very close, one on Dragon and one on Dragon.
Yeah.
But okay, let's go because I think we are losing this one.
Yeah, that's a good call. We did save right before I started doing hell runs. We both saved, and that's where I know Papa at least saved in Meridia, and whenever I did that, and yeah, and then after that, in fact, yeah. So anyway, it was a bit of a mess, but yeah, I can see the save room is highlighted on Papa's map even. So definitely saved. It's just we went back after we got glitched at Mother Brain, and it's like, well, do we want to wait 30 minutes for this to clear itself out, or do we want to just see if you saved after that? So we went to check, and then we went to check. Papa's save was just gone, and that same thing happened to me in the first seed. So that's like a scary thing, or maybe it wasn't the seed, or yeah, I'm forgetting, but same thing happened to me earlier.
Me and Zero, we are having problems with Multitroid all the week in practice. At least today it worked well for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what
get-
causes a save file to go missing like that, but it's,
Yeah, the saving resaving stuff, like Cabby and I have been practicing, and pretty much everything was going smoothly, but we never, except for one seed, we never took a death or anything, so we hadn't really tried the.
and that death was also a connection issue. So
Right. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, we were trying to crystal flash while hell running, and well, I was the one hell running. I never received the crystal flash, so somewhere along the chain that just didn't work.
Either way, I want to push the technical difficulties aside. I feel like I don't know how close Simo came in to come in the first one, if he was there for the start or just kind of like popped in at the middle, but I want to watch these things back because it seems like race 1 and race 2 were very close. I want to see where race 3 was before the untimely death and just like check stuff out. I feel like this was a really fun race, and I hope I don't know who's able here to watch it, but I'm glad it got comms, and I just want to say thank you to everybody, man. And,
Yeah, thanks, Simo.
GG's all around.
Yeah, thank you.
They were some good races. I know the first race, the difference maker was Sir Cabby got to Norfair first, essentially. So he got to gravity faster, and that let you guys get to Dragon quicker, and it let you, it just kind of opened the seed for you guys faster, and it let you have that couple of minute lead. And then the second game was the difference maker was the Taco Tank Dodgers went for a Crystal Flash clip.
Okay.
Oh wow, they earned that
Oh.
one then.
Yeah, so they were able to just go for it, and they didn't have to spend time looking for ice or speed.
Yeah. We talked about that. Like I was jumping around. I was like, if I get there, I'm just gonna try to Crystal Flash go. But yeah, but Cabby's got a story about match 2.
Oh yeah, I cost this match too for sure. I blundered that so bad. So it started out because we had one powerbomb pack, and at the time, the way that get lined up, I was just entering Green Bryn, and Papa was I forget what you were working on, or you're probably just coming up from like old.
I needed a power bomb, yeah, because I was doing meme route and I needed a or
yeah. So 5 isn't enough for both of us to be doing our checks. So instead of doing early supers, I go straight to Edakune's and farm power bombs there, so he can keep doing his checks, and then I circle back to early supers. Well, I forgot to go back to early supers, and then we didn't find something. We were looking for some item still.
Like Varia
or
something. Yeah.
It's probably Varia, yeah. So Papa then went all the way over. So I started doing Meridia while Papa went all the way over to early supers just to check that, because we assumed it was there. I assumed it couldn't have been at Beach. And yeah, it was Varia. And so I went ahead and did Beach just to see if I could find any other items. And I found Varia while I was there. I was like, son of a gun. So like we're running around like both of us in areas we weren't supposed to be in according to like our strategy. So it was just a mess of us running back and forth to do dumb checks. And then I also went to Waterway without speed because we had speed the first seed and not the second. Totally forgot about that. So yeah, it was a lot of mess.
Together sometimes.
And then I talked Papa out of trying to do Crystal Flash Split because I was like, dude, like with Multitroid, like resetting really sucks. So like if you can't get it like the first couple of tries, like it's just it's a waste. So I talked him out of it. And anyway, so yeah, that was all me.
No, it's a team effort, bro. It's not all you.
For the Crystal Flash clip, what I saw Sparta and Zero do is they had one of them farming power bombs from like multi-violas or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
I waited for Zero to reach the Learner Fair entrance. So if I missed a bunch of power bombs on the Crystal Flash clip, he could fire for me. Usually I get it on like the first 3 or 5 attempts, but sometimes it can take me 10 or 20. So
yeah.
That was the plan.
That's a good idea. That's something that we'll have to keep in mind for future runs.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, we'll watch this back and see how you guys did it. We might take a point or two from you.
Yeah, they were some good races. Do you guys have any final words on anything for the seed or just the tournament or your life?
I'll just say that this last seed really sucked in multiple ways. But thank you guys for racing us, and thanks Sima for jumping in. Really appreciate everyone. And have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody who's doing Thanksgiving plans and all that stuff. Everybody, chat. I hope it was a good ride. Thanks to Simo for popping in at the last second. Thanks to Stroutlog and everybody else behind the scenes to make this thing happen. Because it couldn't be this awesome big show that we can all enjoy without you all. And yeah, GG's all around. I had a blast.
Yeah, it was fun. Well, I'd like to thank my partner, Zero Mendes. He could not join us on the interview today. And thanks, Papa Shmo and Sir Kabi. It was really fun racing you today. And I was hoping for a third race to get a little more emotion of the match. And thanks everybody in the Speedrunners Arena that put this together. It's been an amazing tournament to follow. So I hope to take part on next year. Thanks, Simon, for the commentary.
It was my pleasure. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you guys for running. Please follow our runners. We've got DMC Sparta, we got Papa Schmo, Sir Cabby, Zero Mendez. They're all real cool people. They deserve your follows. Follow Stroutlog for putting in so much work for this tournament. He really deserves it. And thank you very much. It looks like we're going to be raiding in Variel, so stay tuned for that. Hold on to your horses or whatever you want to hold on to. And have yourselves a great night.